Also inked conscience rights for doctors and nurses into your platform. Do you think it's acceptable for a doctor or for a nurse to refuse to provide a service like abortion, or even to have to refuse to refer patients to such a service?
Well, as you know, I'm pro-choice, and I want to make sure that access for women to those services are available across the country. It's an important right I will not only defend. I think we can also defend conscience rights for our incredible men and women on the front lines in our healthcare system. That is something we're going to do, particularly as we're studying expansions to assisted dying with some concerns about mental health. We can get the balance right, but let me be perfectly clear. As a pro-choice leader of this party, I will make sure that we defend the rights of women to make the choice for themselves with respect to their own health.
One of my colleagues' earlier questions, specifically on your platform proposal to allow doctors to, have a right of conscience to refuse certain medical procedures. I'd like to hear specifically, though, would that apply to abortion? Because if it does, there might be concerns for what you're saying about giving a woman a right to choose. Doesn't that impact their access to service if that is true for doctors to have a right to choose to consciously object from abortion services? Tell me what you think.
Well, let me repeat again. I'm pro-choice, and we will make sure that women have the ability to make decisions with respect to their health care themselves and make sure that abortion services are available from one coast, from one ocean to the other. And what's interesting about this election is all federal leaders are pro-choice. I've been crystal clear throughout my political career. I will be crystal clear as Prime Minister. I'm here to defend the rights of all Canadians. I'm here to make sure they have a more prosperous future. And I'm here to make sure we tackle the challenges facing our country post-COVID and specific issues with the inflation crisis and the housing crisis. Canada's recovery plan is the solution, led by a leader who's going to bring Canadians together.
Prochaine question.
Bonjour, Monsieur O'Toole, Raymond Filion de TVA.
To continue with this question, what does that mean, protecting the rights of conscience of healthcare professionals? Could healthcare professionals refuse abortion? Thank you, Raymond. As you know, I'm pro-choice. I will always defend the rights of women and human rights of all Canadians, including the LGBTQ. Full stop. It's possible to have a balanced approach on the rights of conscience for our nurses and doctors, particularly while we accelerate access to medically assisted dying for those with mental health issues. And we have to find a balanced approach, and we will. Does a balanced approach, does that mean that you allow doctors and nurses to limit access to abortion? Is that a possibility? As I've said, I'm pro-choice, and all leaders in this election, it's interesting, they're also all pro-choice. And as I've said, once again, access to abortion is a right for women from coast to coast. And as Prime Minister, I will defend that.
Oui, bonjour, Laurence Martin de Radio-Canada.
Is there not a contradiction, Mr. O'Toole, between what is in your program? You'll protect the right of conscience of healthcare professionals. It's not clear whether that includes abortion. If doctors could refuse this kind. And yesterday in Quebec, you said you're pro-choice. Isn't that a contradiction between your platform and your speech? Not at all. Access to abortion is a right for women. Full stop. And I will preserve and protect that. It's possible, as I said, with an increase in services for medically assisted dying to have an approach that will respect our nurses and our doctors, and we will find a balance. It's a fair approach, I think, but I have to be very clear on the human rights and abortion rights. I will stand for human rights for all Canadians, and I will always defend their rights, including abortion rights.
This is not at all a contradiction. I think it's very, very important to defend the rights of all Canadians. That's what I will do, making sure that women have the right to access abortion services across this country. I am pro-choice. I have a pro-choice record, and that's how I will be. I think it's also possible to show respect for our nurses, our healthcare professionals, with respect particularly to the expansion of medical assistance in dying, as we're, even as a federal government, studying the expansion into mental health. Let's find an appropriate and a fair balance to make sure those rights are accessed, but we can respect conscience provisions as well.